Welcome back to the kitchen. Today we are utilising all our lemons and the lemon juice and the lemon rind that I've processed to make some lemon, lavender and vanilla butter so we can preserve the harvest of all our lemons. So in the Permaculture, I've just put in the lavender flowers and the lemon. What I want to do is infuse it, turn it into like a tea, and then we'll strain the lavender. Once it cools a little bit, I'll strain the lavender and then we'll come back and we'll make the butter. So what I've put into the Permaculture is put 800 grams of lemon juice and 2 cups of lavender. That is just to infuse it. I'm going to quadruple the recipe, so I'm going to run 2 Permacultures with double batch in each one. So once this is strained, I'll work out how much lemon juice we've got, and then we'll bring it up to the full lemon juice that we need to make the actual butter. Because I will lose some of that juice out of the lavender. Yeah, some of it will evaporate and some of it will just get stuck in the flowers. So we've got 3 more minutes to go on that. I'll strain it into a jar and then we're going to let it sit for a little while until it cools down, and then we'll strain it. I want to let that infuse for at least the very minimum 30 minutes, maybe even an hour, until those flowers infuse into the lemon flavour. All it smells like is just lemon and lavender. It is so nice. Because we had a heap of lemons I wanted to process last week just to test run the recipe, I've also still got those, but I've got the rind off a bunch of lemons, and I've also juiced a bunch of lemons. We'll see how much we've got here. We may actually have to get in and do some more squeezing of lemons. This is a great thing to use up if you've got excess egg and obviously citrus. And we are well and truly into citrus season. Don't get some more butter. Alright, that's what it looks like. I'm just going to pop a plate over it so it infuses, and we're not going to lose all that steam out of it. I've got a few other jobs around the kitchen to do, so I will be back in about 30 minutes, 40 minutes when we're ready to strain that up. Alright, we're back. It's been a good hour since I put this into the bowl. Just going to strain it out. Just got to be careful that it doesn't run outside. The smell of this is amazing. Lavender and lemon. Just infused. I am going to squeeze the lavender in a minute and make sure we get all the juices out of it. I am going to weigh the juice that I'm squeezing out in a minute because I want to make sure that I can split it evenly between the 2 bowls. I've got 800 grams of juice that I put in here. I'm not going to get 800 grams by the look of things out of that once I've squeezed it. So what I want to do is take whatever I've taken, split it between the 2 Thermomixers, and then add extra juice to it. Got a clean nut bag. I'm going to dump the lavender flowers in here so I can give them a good squeeze. So what we've ended up with is 640 grams. So we're going to split that in half and then make up the rest with lemon juice. Now I am quadrupling this, so I'm running 2 machines. Alright, I'll put the recipe in below in the comments, but what we're doing for 1 single serve is 200 grams of fresh lemon juice. I'm doubling each batch, so I'm going to need to top this up to 400 grams, which will be just an extra 80 grams in there. Let's put 80 grams in there, and reading in there. Alright, I'm just looking at the recipe and I've just realised that I've done it a little bit back to front. So I'm supposed to put the sugar and the lemon zest in there first and then mill it, then add the butter and get that mixed together as well. It's not going to make much difference which way I go. It's still a little bit warm, so from the hot lemon, but that's just going to help the butter melt. Okay. All right, so we're just going to go a little bit backwards. It does say to place the lemon and sugar in first and then zest that up, but we're just going to go this way. My scale on that Thermomix is broken, so I'm actually going to have to weigh out the sugar for that particular one. So it's 220 grams of raw sugar, whatever sugar you want. Doesn't really matter. You make up your mind what you're going to do, but it's 220 grams of sugar. And because I've doubled each batch, I'm going 440 grams. The recipe doesn't actually call for lavender or vanilla, but I do put that in. Big squeeze of it. I don't know, maybe 2 tablespoons. Tablespoon for each serve. Lemon zest. It says lemon grated. 3 lemons finely grated. I've got plenty of lemon zest. I want to use it all up, so what I might do is weigh it and just split it between both those. 55 grams or 150, but 75 grams for this one, and then I'll put the rest in the other one. Just going to blend this up. So it's 250 grams butter. I am using 500 grams in each one. Okay, I'm just going to give this a quick mix. Alright, now this recipe does call for 4 eggs and 2 egg yolks as well. So, that's a lot of eggs. So each batch, I'm going to have to put 8 eggs and 4 egg yolks in. The recipe does say to put in some Datura essential oils. I'm not putting anything in there. I've got enough lemon in there. We're going to cook for 10 minutes on 80 degrees and at speed 5. This is going to help not turn the eggs into scrambled eggs. So we'll just put it into 8 minutes. Because I've actually, 10 minutes it says, because I've actually doubled the recipe, I'm actually going to increase the time to 14 minutes. And I'm going to pop it up to 85 degrees. At 85. We'll come back when it's ready. It's nice and thick, but the recipe says to put it back on for a little bit more. So both of those have just finished, and I'm just looking at the recipe. We've got another 2 minutes to cook it at 90 degrees. So we're going to up the temperature, and then we're going to up the speed as well to 6. We will probably do it at 95. No, actually we won't, because it's already come to temperature. We'll keep it at 90 degrees at speed 6 for 2 minutes. Just scrape the lid off. It is getting nice and thick already. So we're going to put it on for another 2 minutes at 90 degrees. And on speed 6 this time. Just going to pour it into the glass jar so I can work with it a little bit easier from here. Let's have a look at that. Nice and thick and creamy, like a nice thick custard. I wish you guys could actually smell the lavender and the lemon. in the kitchen is just divine. But it's also smelled sweet. Now we filled all our jars up, we want to make sure that we get a nice seal by cleaning off the edges and making sure that there's nothing stuck on them. We're going to water bath these, so I've got the lids cleaned, and we're going to have multiple batches to do once we get these lids on. Alright, let's get the first batch into the water bath canner. Okay, so we're done. That's 27 jars that we have got out of that last batch. I've still got another bowl of lemons there that I've got to get the rinds off and process them and juice them. But before we go, what we're going to do is these little tart cases from the local bakery. This is one I made the other day. Let's give these a test run. You can have this on toast, but the way we are eating it at the moment is we're just popping them into these little tarts. Put some whip on it, cream whip or whipped cream, whatever you want. Oh wow, these are so delicious. The lemon and the lavender in this, that lavender is so mellow in the background there, so it's not overpowering. You still get your lemon tart taste. But this is amazing. I'm going to leave these now, let them cool down. I'll pop a label onto them and we will get some onto our website. Hopefully by the time you see this video, there will still be some available to buy online. I will leave a link in the video below if we still have some available. The recipe is also in the description below and you can make your own. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you've got any comments, pop them into the comments box below and we'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.